I'm Austin. I'm here with
I'm Wyatt. Wyatt Werner.
Wyatt Werner. Okay. How you doing, Wyatt?
I'm doing pretty good. It's
Yeah.
been a great day.
Um, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Um, where are you from, Wyatt?
I'm from East Jordan, Michigan. It's where I spent all my life. I was born in Wyoming and I moved to East Jordan when I was 6 months old. So lived in East Jordan all my life and just got back from Everett, back to East Jordan. Everett, Washington for a few years.
Where's that for people that might not know?
Uh, 20 miles north of Seattle. I spent 4 years out there.
Okay. Um, what'd you do out there when you were out there? You said you spent how long there?
4 years.
4 years. So what'd you do out there, and what do you do for a living? How do you make your living?
I was out there. I had a bunch of different jobs really to start, and then I picked up gig work like Instacart, DoorDash, and Uber Eats, and all that kind of stuff, which was really nice. I got connected with some big business owners that were teaching me how to build a network marketing business. It really helped me understand the free enterprise system in the United States. Learned a lot, and for past that, I was saved by my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, which really helped me keep out there. My mentor, really guided me through my walk out there, which was a huge deal for me. And then I just came back. Time to prepare for a big event. So,
Do you want to touch on that big event?
we're just having a startup. We're doing a startup that's gonna hopefully, God willing, it has any grows any legs whatsoever. But just to try and spread a message of unity is our hope, our prayer in a world that everybody wants to talk about the opposite. So, just be the salt of the earth and maybe turn a couple people's heads and get a couple people to be interested in a different message other than what's being thrown at them every single day.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, that was a lot. So it sounds like you've been kind of transitioning through a lot of things in the last maybe half a dozen years or so.
Yeah.
I imagine it's been quite a ride for you. Are there any struggles or challenges or maybe even just significant kind of chapters of that journey that you'd want to share?
Yeah, sure. One thing that wanted me to move out there is I've always had a big, gut inherent kind of, I don't want to say instinct, but it was just like I'm being not told a lie, like not that people were lying to me, but I just wasn't being told the full truth of things out there. There's sentiments that are being told, this that. Like everybody's got to fit into the square. So the reason I moved was kind of to find the truth. What is it? Like why? What is there like behind all these layers that only were showed this way? There's got to be something more. And when I got out there, I was introduced to, like I said, network marketing. They taught me the free enterprise system, which is no one's taught about that in America at all anymore. Which is just the square roots of what this country was founded on, and it's just business ownership and service to other people, building relationships. And when I got out to Washington, I got in working with these people, and it was a hard endeavor, and it took me to a big isolation, and I got isolated, and I was really idle, and I got super depressed, super like filled with anxiety, like almost like a lot of times, even just going out of my house, like just completely filled with like all the negative things that could happen, and it just got bad, worse and worse and worse. And there was months on months where I just wake up with like my first thought would be like a suicidal thought of just whatever. I mean, like I've said many times to people that it's like I could make like a Saw movie with all the thoughts that just ran through my head constantly. So I got pretty dark in areas, but on the same contrary, the opposite, I saw possibility in everything, and I saw what was beautiful in everything, but I wasn't willing to take action on those steps to get to those. So I just kept isolating, and it got worse and it got worse and it got worse. Until then, I was actually, like I said, I was saved by my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Started opening up the Word, and started to really break through some of the things that I thought I could never get out of, and I don't think I ever could have got out of on my own. If it wasn't for the Word, if it wasn't for prayer in my life, I don't think I could have ever managed that. I got to my weakest point, and I believe that's where He needed me. and that's now we're slowly crawling back, and it's through His grace that I'm even able to be here today. So,
Man, that was excellent. Okay, so it's, I mean, you expanded on that quite a bit, but you know, you described you were kind of looking for the big picture, right?
yeah,
And
big time.
and so, do you believe that what you've gone through so far, your highs and your lows and your struggles and all that, do you believe that that's a valuable thing that you could share with people and that they could learn from? And if so, you know, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think everybody's story can manage to, no matter how small or how big their story really is. I think any word that they can speak to somebody else can benefit. I believe I've been in a lot of different categories of life just in 28 years, 29 years. Been basically an alcoholic. I've done all the drugs. I've done, been a worker, been business owner, built relationships with all different kinds of people. And I think the past is about all relatability. And I think I have the ability to relate with a lot of people. And I think what I've been through could impact a lot of people's lives, whether they listen or not. But I think my story could help a few people out.
Yeah, very good. So I'm glad that you feel that way because I know that you probably have a ton of things to say that a lot of people would like to hear. So
Awesome, yeah.
So with the state of affairs, you know, just our world. I mean, you turn on the news, you know what it's like, you know what you see. Do you feel optimistic about what the future is going to bring and what some communication like this might do for the world? I mean, do you feel good, or do you is your outlook good or bad about what may be on the horizon?
Yeah, that's a great question. With communication to start, that's one thing that actually took me out of the darkness of what it was like, isolation, of just getting into conversations with people, whether it was for anything or not. That was huge for me. Like, it takes me away from all the thoughts that I had of not being sufficient, not doing anything. So just talking to somebody blew I never realized how big of an impact that can make on your life. And I truly do believe that, the world has always had more of a negative tone to it than, even in the good times, I guarantee you, living through, people could find more negative than good through the present of their life. So the goal really and the focus is to focus on the positive things that you're currently going through rather than the negative, because the negative is going to be way greater and screaming way louder
Yep.
at all times than the positive is. And it's a harder thing. It takes actual work to do that. But I think through communication and through conversation like this, we definitely can make slow moves into the right direction, for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you. I totally agree.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that about concludes what I've got to ask of you. But before we're done, I'd like to give you an opportunity to say anything that you'd like that I didn't ask you. Is there anything on your mind that you'd like to speak on?
No, I appreciate the interview. I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate the questions too.
Yeah.
I love the question master, the guy that is interested in other people. It doesn't happen often, so it's nice to be able to talk to somebody about whatever you got going on, and whatever's in the air. So I really appreciate that. And
Absolutely.
yeah, we're just let's just do it with everybody. Let's just have good conversations. Let's
Yes.
open that up.
Thank
Let's
you.
open that dialogue up.
We will. Yep. Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you,
Heck yeah.
Wyatt Werner.